oftentimes when you are at the peak of success like yourself, sometimes people can misunderstand you. Sometimes people can underestimate you. For you, is there something about Sha'Carri Richardson that you adore about yourself that people may not know about, that you would like them to know, that you wish they knew about you?
I would say one thing about myself that I adore and that I love about me that most people may not know is that I am always going to show you exactly who I am. And I have no problem doing it because no matter what, I want people to always walk away from me and being able to say, I understand her. Like, I can relate to that. Like, I probably can't relate to being an athlete. I probably can't relate to being, I don't know, successful, but I can relate to being human. I can relate to having experience. I can relate to continuing to show up no matter if it's good, bad, or better day. So, yeah. Hi, I'm Sha'Carri Richardson, Olympic silver and gold medalist, and you're watching my ESENCE UnCovered. UnCovered, right?
Yeah. That was perfect. What's going on, ESENCE family? It's your girl, Shari Nycole, here again with another edition of ESENCE Black Women in Sports. And this time it's ESENCE UnCovered. I like how we merge the two worlds. And I'm hanging out with one of the fastest women to ever live. You heard me right, track and field icon, Olympic gold and silver medalist, none other than Sha'Carri Richardson. How are you?
Hi, gorgeous. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
That is amazing.
So I know we just wrapped up behind me just a few moments ago.
Yes.
You were giving all the things. You were giving the face, the looks, all the things. This is your first ESENCE cover.
Yes.
Thinking about that and this experience you had here today, how are you feeling right now?
Oh my gosh, my experience here today, being on ESENCE cover, is an honor. I feel like the little girl inside me has like achieved something that we only saw in the magazines. Like we only saw like on TV. So it's an honor. Like it even reminds me of a moment of having with my grandmother. Like I actually remember her reading ESENCE when I was younger. So full circle moment to just be here, be on the cover, these beautiful looks with these beautiful people, and just to admire the essence of blackness. Like I am honored to be considered black excellence on the cover.
You absolutely are. So you talked about the looks. We had a lot of looks today.
Yes.
Was there one that stood out to you most or that you felt the best in? They were all amazing, by the way.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I loved all the looks. I would say probably my favorite look would have to be the one where I look like an African goddess. I just like that because of the essence. It was soft, it was pure, and it was just covered. But covered in a way of like just with energy. So I really enjoyed that look.
Energy and elegance.
Yes.
Let's get into the nails. They are extremely sharp. And I mean that as like nice, not just sharp as in a point. It's sharp like period.
Like on point.
On period, you're doing your thing. So I mean, we talked about a little earlier before the cameras were rolling, how you function with these nails. I was mentioning to you that I wear contact lenses, so I can only do nails about, a little bit longer than my actual, like where my skin starts right there. And you said you wear contact lenses.
I do.
Can you give me some advice on how to take these out with nails like that?
Oh my gosh, actually, to even describe it, my little baby cousin, she's in college, she actually gave me a tip to getting out my contacts, like something the way, like take the contact, drag it to the end or something like that. It's crazy, but it works. It works every time. Like I can do it with nails on, with nails off. So my baby girl helped me out. So shout out to baby cousin.
I want to try that. Baby cousin, I'm going to try it. If it doesn't work, I know who to find and who to blame. Speaking of fashion, just a little bit more, when it comes to the nails and the hair, how do you decide like what your look is going to be for big races?
Oh my gosh. So my thought process going into big races, especially when it comes to my fashion, my hair, my nails, honestly, I have a great team that I trust, and almost like they can feel the aura around me when I'm in go time. Like I don't start the day of the race. Like it probably is like 2-3 weeks out. I'm already preparing for my race. So my team around me, like they just pick up on my energy. And yeah, I literally just let them freestyle, and literally what they come up with matches to the T what I'm feeling, what I want to embrace, and what I want to show. So I trust my team. Most I'll probably tell them if I'm feeling a color. Sometimes colors come to me because I feel like colors have a lot of energy. And I'll give them a color and they'll freestyle, but I trust their decisions all the way.
So there was a situation where you had a race and you said, nah, this hair ain't gonna work. We just gonna go with what we got going on. What happened in that moment where you said, I don't want to do this, or I don't need to do this right now?
Oh, so actually, that actually was like, that was one times I actually planned out like fully to have like a stunt to do on the track, if that makes sense.
Cool.
So that actually was planned. Like I had my orange hair. I remember I was even telling both my like hairstylists and my braider like, hey, I'm gonna do this. I know y'all to know, so you don't think I'm just ripping off my hair. I don't like it, or if you don't see my braids, I'm not high, you know. So it was a whole process. Like I literally got my hair braided first, and then literally went to my hairstylist, and she installed the wig the next day. And so I was just walking around normal with my hair. And then once we got to the race, the whole concept was to show shedding the past, and just embracing who you are in the moment.
I love that, which leads me to my next question. We talked a little bit earlier about you being intentional. For me, that exudes freedom. So for you at this time in your life, and thinking about all that even happened today with this cover shoot, how does it feel to walk in that freedom, and how grateful are you at this time in your life to be able to do that?
I am incredibly grateful for the opportunity that I feel, the freedom that I feel now. I feel like it was at certain points just having to learn the concept of what true freedom is. I'm like, that ain't New York.
Let me tell you something. We didn't ask to be here, okay? This is where they chose to have this.
I was like, right.
So if you hear a horn, it is what it is. And if you don't, just be thankful. We're gonna do the best we can in the edit to make this what we would like it to be. But if you hear a horn, just get over it.
Yeah, shout out to New York. Back to what I was saying, I honestly am grateful because it was certain points in my life I did feel like I didn't have the freedom that I could, really be myself and share myself. I thought there would be certain times I would have to limit who I am and how I could share, just how I know to be myself. And I do feel like even with today, I've enjoyed the energy of everyone in here. Like they just felt my energy, and just like, and even with the looks, like everything just showed a different creativity of just fun. Like just be you, like just one of one, like freedom to just continue to know that no matter what you want to do, no matter who you are, you can do it, and you are exactly who you are. Yeah. So I am enjoying that freedom of my life now, and I felt that all today while I was filming as well.
I love that. I'm glad we could create a safe space for you to do that. Oftentimes when you are at the peak of success like yourself, sometimes people can misunderstand you. Sometimes people can underestimate you. For you, is there something about Sha'Carri Richardson that you adore about yourself that people may not know about, that you would like them to know, that you wish they knew about you?
I would say one thing about myself that I adore and that I love about me that most people may not know is that I am always going to show you exactly who I am. And I have no problem doing it because no matter what, I want people to always walk away from me and being able to say, I understand her. Like, I can relate to that. Like, I probably can't relate to being an athlete. I probably can't relate to being, successful, but I can relate to being human. Yeah. I can relate to having experience. I can relate to continuing to show up no matter if it's good, bad, or better day. Yeah. So, yeah.
What or who keeps you grounded as we continue to talk about authenticity and you firmly rooted in who you are? What or who keeps you grounded? What reminds you to always be Sha'Carri?
Oh my gosh, what keeps me grounded first would be my faith. I feel like my faith is something that as long as I keep that first, everything is like a domino effect and will follow through. So that's my first key of keeping me grounded. Yeah. Then it will be my family. I love my family. Out in Dallas, Texas, I miss them. I love them all the time. And I appreciate just them always reminding me of who I am, no matter what is going on. And I have no problem. And also I appreciate my relationship, my person that continues on a day-to-day basis, help me just see who I am, critique me and let me know my rights, my wrongs, and I appreciate my training team, like my training environment where I go there and it's another safe place and they continue, they see me but they understand as well, the direction that I want to go and we all come aboard together and we make it work. So I have a great support system.
When you talk about your coaches, I know, every player, every athlete is different and coaches have to kind of keep that in mind as they're coaching certain athletes. Is there a certain level of communication that you're more receptive to when it comes to being coached? That you're like, yo, if you're telling me like this, I'm good. If you're telling me like this, maybe we should figure out a different way to tell me that.
I would say, actually it would be funny when I say me and my coach, we have a very close relationship. But for me, even if we weren't close, I like I like rough. Like, not saying rough, but I like the fact it's just like give it to me exactly how you need to. Like if I'm not doing something, if I'm not at practice busting my tail to my fullest potential, or I am not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, or if I am doing what I'm doing, like, I like for my coach to tell me exactly what is on his brain, no filter, raw, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna give it right back to him the same way. But at the same time, I know that it comes from such a genuine place of wanting to pull the best out of me, no matter what, to the point where even he's willing to go against, not even against me, but going against myself to pull out of me what I need. So I be like, Coach, give me to me straight. Like, I don't need no baby talk. Don't talk to me. Let me know what's up. So,
I love that.
Yeah, I take that all day.
I love that, which to me takes great strength. And we were off camera. We talked about strength a little bit and kind of your views on that. With all you've accomplished in mind as a woman and as a track star, for you, what is strength? How would you define it? How would you define strength?
I would define strength as win, lose, draw, never giving up. Like, you're always, like, no matter what it looked like, and whether if you did it in the way you wanted to, you did do it, you didn't do it, never, ever, ever giving up. I feel like that is what strength is, because we are all, as beings, going to have good days, bad days, beautiful days, ugly days. But at the end of the day, we have to continue to know that strength comes from getting back up, step by step. You know, it may not be a big step, a baby step, but you still stepping.
Gotcha. A couple more questions for you before I let you out of here. Your voice, your aura, your presence carries a lot of weight. A lot of people have a lot of things to say. Social media, people when you get to typing, it's not about typing in the phone and in the computer. You just get real brave. For you, how do you determine when you're going to respond or exercise your right to raise your voice and when you're going to just chill?
Oh my God, I love that question. Thank you for that. Because I like how you said that, because it's moments. All of them categories got different moments. I feel like when I feel to use my voice, only when it's for the greater good. I feel as if only when I feel compelled by something put on my heart, on my spirit, to speak on, that is going to bring more peace and more positivity than it will do negative. I feel like that's when I want to for sure use my voice and to inform people. A lot of people, especially when it comes to track and field, really don't understand. So I would love to continue to use my voice or my essence, or the platform I do have to show and to vocalize exactly what track and field is to the world, and not just every 4 years when people tune in. I would say that's when I want to use my voice. And then choices when I don't want to use my voice, I would say, again, I just listened to Miss Stacey Abrams, and she told me, well, not me, but she told the group what she was talking to. She was basically saying, if you wouldn't take advice from them, don't take critique from them. And I feel like that is something that, like, I just heard it recently, but I feel like in my brain it's registered so differently, because it's like, you're right, like, people that get online and have so many comments, they put their phones down and they see the life that they really live. When you put your phone down, you see the life that you really live. So it's just, at the end of the day, you have to be in tune with your star player. You have to be grounded and create your own environment where sees your rawness, your ugliness, your beauty on a day-to-day basis, compared to when you do get online and people only see moments. So I just pour myself into the people that see everything around me, and the people that be online, I know they're gonna watch no matter what. So I'll be like, watch, baby.
Watch. You all, as I close this out, I'm gonna give Sha'Carri the opportunity to answer or not. And this is the beauty in recording and editing. We could just get rid of stuff. So we started off initially this interview, and I mentioned that she was a gold medalist. I did not mention the silver. She said, sis, one moment. I have a silver medal as well, which I'm also equally proud of. And so I redid that intro that you saw earlier. With that said, there was a lot of conversation around what transpired before the 100-meter final. A lot of people had their own interpretations of how that may have impacted you or what have you. And again, you've been moving in stride. You're proud of yourself, as you should be, and everything that you did up to that point. Is there anything that you want to address regarding what transpired that led up to that race?
Honestly, there was nothing I would really address. I feel like divinely, everything that happened that day was meant to happen to help me for my journey, not just for Paris game, but for 2025 Tokyo World Championship, 2028 LA Games. I felt like everything that happened, I wouldn't try to even define explanation for, you know, the mishap, obviously, with the meet that happened that they saw online. But at the end of the day, I felt like what was put onto me, my heart and my body to perform out there, aligned with my journey long term, if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
So like again, and then one monkey don't stop no show.
That's right. That's right. You all heard it here first. There's no excuses, and there's no other reason to ask any more questions about this. It's been established, and you talk about divine. It was divine for us to connect here. Thank you for sharing your incredible moment with us. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna be staring down my next challenge like you was staring down on girl like that. I'm doing that to everything that's coming for me in 2025.
Yes, ma'am, and beyond.
Thank you, Sha'Carri, so much.
Thank you so much.